today's tutorial is on using this circular needle from Loops and Threads. It's a Pony, Pony. It comes in big sizes. So what I have here, this one that I have on my hand is 8.00 millimeter, and this blue one is 10 millimeter or US 15, and then this dark blue one is the royal blue is 9 millimeter or US 13. It's made of plastic, I would say, and the cord is in nylon. So let's see, it's plastic tapered needles, okay, and then in combination with the soft cables, it's called Pony, Pony. It provides comfort and excellent performance. So it's a trademark of Needle Industries. It says here India, but this one particularly they're made in Irving, Texas. So I had tried this before. I know I've tried this before with polyester yarn, and I would say that I had a hard time doing my project. So I became to not really to hate it, but like I put these needles aside and continued on using the aluminum or the bamboo knitting needles. But then again, I was doing these projects, and today's tutorial we will do this flower, like rose pattern or rose projects. I have a long-term project that I'm not really in a hurry to finish. I have to do multiples of them. I have to do a lot of them. I have a project in my mind that I want to see it through. So for now, like every week at least, I try to do 3 or 4. That's the max that I could do in 1 week. So far it comes in different sizes, and this yarn is made of acrylic, 100% acrylic. This 3 I made use of Super Saver Red Heart, and I use these different sizes. I use different sizes of the knitting needles, and using these needles on this yarn is a lot better, a lot more effective and efficient than when you use it with polyester yarn. So that is my own opinion. I could be wrong, but based on my experience, these plastic needles work better with acrylic yarns. Okay, so let me show you what I have, and I will end up doing this. It's a very easy repetitive project, so I will make use of this 8 millimeter knitting needle, and let me show you what yarns I have. I found this. I know these are not new in the market, but I never had used this kind. I did not have any project made with neon colors. So these yarns are from Craft Smart. I bought them from Michaels. So Value Neon, it comes in different colors, very attractive colors. So I just thought that they would look so nice when I made those roses. So this one here, it's number 4 medium weight yarn, and it's 100% acrylic. So I will use the yellow color. Okay, so one ball actually is 5 ounces or 141 gram. It's made in Turkey. And this particular color is neon yellow. So I will use this one. It's machine wash, gentle cycle, tumble dry low, and no ironing, so medium weight. Suggested crochet hook is 5.5 millimeter. So I will use this neon yellow, and I will not follow the number of needle recommended. I would just use the 8 millimeter hook. Okay, so let's find the middle of the yarn. Okay, I will use the long tail method, and I will cast on at least 80 stitches. So make your slip knot. Let me just take some more. And so using my 8.0 millimeter hook, make your slip knot, and I will show you how it just glides. The yarn just glides with this kind of plastic knitting needle. So again, I highly recommend this needle if you are using acrylic yarns. I'm not being paid by any of these companies, either the yarn. Craftsmart doesn't pay me, and Loops and Threads as well doesn't pay me. I'm just giving you my honest opinion based on my experience using this type of needle on the polyester yarn that I tried before. So with this now, the acrylic yarn, the yarn just glides easily on the plastic needle. So I will not bore you to pieces. I'm gonna do at least 80 cast on stitches, and I use the long tail method. Okay, so I did 84 stitches. So now we are ready to do row number 1. So this project, it just calls for you to do all knit stitches all along and in every stitch. So if you are a beginner in knitting, this is a good practice to practice on doing the knit stitches. You can even make use of a knitting needle with a shorter cord. Okay, so let's start. So I will do at least 8 to 10 rows, and that is if you want it to be thicker or to be bigger, bulkier, you will make more cast on stitches and more rows. But so far the maximum number of rows that I was doing was at least 10 rows. Okay, so again, this tutorial I am more focusing on how this knitting needle works really best with this acrylic yarn. So I will show you how it glides easily on my needle, and it has a sharp kind of tip that easily picks your yarn. See? They work like, if I may say, like coffee and toast, which is kind of like a perfect combination actually. So again, I will be doing knit stitches in each and every stitch. So I have 84 stitches. I will end up with 84 knit stitches on my first row, and then as you work along, increasing the length and the length of your fabric, then that would bring us to about 8 to 10 rows, and those number of rows are enough for me to make the kind of flower that I want, like between large and extra large. So I will be back maybe to show you after I do maybe 3 to 4 rows of this. Okay, I am back. I finished 5 rows. This is how it looks like after you do the 5th row. So I'm ready to work on the 6th row, and as I told you, it works pretty fast, not because I am using a bigger knitting needle, but because the acrylic yarn really just glides on the plastic needle. So if you hadn't tried using this yarn and using this knitting needle, you have to give it a try. It's really fun to work with this kind of project, like, you know, easy summer projects. See, like how I am doing, I'm pushing the yarn towards the needle with no problem. So just keep doing again and again, knit stitches into each and every stitch and every row. Okay, we'll be back. Okay, so I am back, and this will be my final row. I am on my 11th row. My final row is 11. I went the 11th row just because I wanted it to be on the opposite side of where I started. So I have 11 rows, and this is how wide the fabric is right now. Okay, so let me finish up some more knit stitches to continue. Again, if you're a beginner, this is a very good practice for you, a very good project to practice on with your knitting stitches. And using a bigger needle also helps finish up the project in less time. So I did 11 rows and I have 84 knit stitches in each row. So I am coming to my last stitch on the row, and I will end up here. So I will leave at least I would leave like at least 12 to 18 inches. So inches of the yarn. I'll cut it so I have enough yarn to seam the edges together. So let me show you how to do it. This is our final leg. So bring your needle You have to catch the stitches onto your needle. And so have to go into each and every stitch. Be careful with using your tapestry needle. You have to catch every stitch along the way. And so because I am using, the loops are big, I mean, on the yarn, so it's easy to catch each and every one of the loops using your tapestry needle. And as you catch the loops, they get off the needle easily. If you have another method of doing this, go ahead and do it. If it's a more efficient, more effective method, definitely you can do your way of seaming these edges together. Getting close, and just straighten the loops up. Make sure you catch each and every loop so there will be no gaps and your project will not unravel. So take your time. I am down to the last 2 stitches. Just be careful. There you go. Okay, so this is, we're done using the needle. So we are getting really close to the end. So now tighten up. Just keep pulling your yarn, the working yarn. Okay, and this time we will close the loop. Let me show you how we close the loop, right? Just bringing the ends together. So this is the end here. So I'm just going to roll it onto itself. We roll it inwards. You see now, this is a fun project really. Like the layers are coming together. And then you can just do the adjustment also, depending on how wide you want the opening to be. Okay, so this is your rose now. So we still can adjust the bottom. So turn your work upside down. You still can pull it. And then you can just now seam the edges together. It doesn't really matter because this won't show. Our purpose here is so that the rounds, the layers will not unravel. Okay, so that is how you do this rose flower using the acrylic yarn and using the plastic knitting needle. So you can just now close the edges together, and this is how your flower should look like. Okay, and then if I can show you, this is exactly the close to the size for the pink one, and then this is the lighter pink, and there you have it. I hope you learned something from it, and I will soon put up another giveaway for this kind of yarn, the neon yarn from Craft Smart. So make sure you come back to the channel and check on that giveaway. Thank you for watching and have a great day.